except with the times we live in. We can call it an era of evil, an era of fitan. For some reason, Allah Ta'ala in Surah Kahf, which had to do with the boys of the cave. But before Dhulqarnain comes, the mention of Dhulqarnain, the mighty warrior. For me and you, there will be many Dhulqarnains in this ummah. It will be every mujahid who stood up with his sword, or it was every great alim that stood up with his pen, and he stood up against the forces of evil, which majority of the time would be a very devilish, very forceful force, which would either be from the family of what we call today the Yajuj Majuj, or they would resemble them in their powers, in their manners. Someone who you cannot stop. But when Allah wants the unstoppable to be stopped, then even one Dhulqarnain is sufficient to push them back. Allah Ta'ala spoke about Dhulqarnains after, and this ummah has seen many Dhulqarnains. At times when everyone lost hope, the ending part of Surah Kahf was to say that Allah who brought one Dhulqarnain will bring many others. And the ummah always saw. A young boy, the Sheikh of the Zamana, the time looked at his parents and he said with his hand Allah will lift up the flag high in the world. At that time there was no talk of the flag ever going high. The Crusades came. The people said we will never come out of it. A time came in history where the word Crusades are only written in history now. It was completely wiped away, completely. The Tartars came. They went through an era where the world said nothing will stop them. If anything could stop, Allah creates a Dhulqarnain. One man was created, an entire army was created, they were pushed back. The Ottoman Empire was created. Then there was the decline. Then came the mighty, what we call British, the United Kingdom and the Soviet Union. And then what we the world today calls the mighty United States of America. They also one Yajuj Majuj force in the world. They came with their tanks and their armies and their no heart, love to kill, love to torture, love to harm, wealth enough, wealth, power enough, men enough, weapons enough. But whenever they landed onto the lands of Islam, they would always in the ending go running out. And if they had to ask what happened, then the end of Surah Kahf will say that Allah who created one Dhulqarnain will continue creating Dhulqarnains.